Hey guys, good morning. This is my last video for you this week and really probably for the rest of this year, which is kind of crazy to think about. Um, Remember that these essays are due on Sunday. I'll have them all graded on Wednesday and you'll have the opportunity to revise. I will not grade incomplete essays, right? So you have to turn in a full essay on Sunday. Don't plan on turning in like one paragraph and asking me to grade it and give back because that's not going to be very helpful for you. So here is my recommendation for if you're looking at how to analyze the rhetorical choices of Martin Luther King Jr. You've already established what those rhetorical choices are, what you want them to be, because you've already completed your thesis statement and selected your evidence. So this is kind of an abbreviated version of what I take my AP kids through for analysis. Now we're going to do it on a much smaller scale. What I'm going to show you is not something I would offer them. Um, but you are still practicing those same skills and you are still analyzing essentially the same things. So, what I would do is I would create a chart like this, one for each body paragraph, right? Because, well, I guess I should add insert row below here. One for each body paragraph. So I've got my strategies that I'm going to put here, and those are straight from my thesis statement. So I'm going to put vivid imagery here. Okay. I know that one of the strategies I'm using is vivid imagery. And I might have some other ones here like symbolism or irony or parallelism. You remember we studied that in grammar. Syntax, diction. Did I say symbolism already? Those are all options of rhetorical strategies. And of course, there's an abundance of them. What I would not advise you to do is go Googling rhetorical strategies, right? Think about what you know already. Think about the literary devices that you've been taught for probably at least since middle school. And consider those rhetorical strategies as well. Evidence. This should be quoted directly from the text. Okay. If it is longer than 2 lines, let's say, because it's a lengthy text, paraphrase it. Okay. So it's quoted directly from the text unless it's longer than 2 lines. So some people like pull an entire paragraph of evidence, and sometimes that's appropriate, right? Because you don't know where to cut it off or where the relevance stops and the irrelevance begins. And that's really a difficult skill, especially in 9th grade. So if it is longer than 2 lines and you're just like, I can't figure out where to end this, just paraphrase it. Okay. That way it's not taking up a bulk of your paragraph. Where we run into trouble in the rubric is when your evidence is this long and your analysis is this long, because that means this much is copied and pasted from the document you're analyzing, and this much is your original commentary and thoughts. Okay. And this, the original commentary and thoughts, that's what I'm focused on building as a skill. Okay. The effect. This is where that original thought and commentary comes into play. And we can get it larger than this, than the evidence. All right. So let's say aim for 3 to 4 sentences. Okay. Ask yourself a series of questions. How does this evidence, think about your appeals, play a role in developing his credibility? I guess it would help if I spelled this correctly. Okay, that's ethos, right? So I'll remember to put that in parentheses for you. Then we've got logos, logic and reasoning. How does this evidence build another misspelled word? I guess I already have summer brain. How does this evidence build a series of facts, statistics, or data that are persuasive to the reader? Logos. Or our final one, ethos, logos, is pathos. How does this evidence persuade the reader emotionally, right? And that's pathos. So you might say this evidence makes the reader feel really sad, or makes the intended audience feel really sad and builds empathy. And I'm going to pause it there and do a part 2 in just a second.